2023 left-handed pitcher and FSU commit Brady Louck from Plainfield East High School in Illinois. He's a number 8 player in Illinois and number 207 nationally. It was a playoff game at PBR Showdown at LakePoint in early June. Louck was on USA Prime National facing an Arkansas Sticks team, unsurprisingly loaded with D1 commits. As soon as I saw one warm-up pitch, I was all in. It was an effortless delivery with a big mid-depth arm swing from a low 3/4 slot, nasty crossfire angle, tough to track for righties. And for lefties, it was like the mound was starting on first base. It was some of the cleanest pitch sequences I can remember in a high school arm. Fastball dotted, fastball in painted, power slurve to wipe him out. He consistently got ahead in the count with the fastball that would carry or bore in on righties, with a nearly impossible angle to trap for lefties. The slurve had the most sweep I've seen on a breaking ball all year, and he located to both sides of the plate early and late in counts. It showed wipeout depth when he needed to bury it, so very dynamic breaking ball. After about 3 innings of that, he started to throw a late fading change in all counts that really just ended all hope for some really good hitters. The fastball velo was 89-91, touching 3. Slurve was 72-75 range. I think that's going to develop into a real power pitch. Changeup was 80-82. All pitches play up due to angle and deception. What I loved about him was he just showed supreme confidence and dog mentality. And I think the advanced stuff in command of all 3 pitches will make an immediate impact at FSU. And that's if an MLB team can't talk him out of it.
And here is Brady Louck out of Plainfield East in Illinois, Florida State signee and one of the best of LakePoint in 2022. Brady, man, good to see you and welcome in.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're no stranger to showing out at LakePoint over the past few summers. It doesn't get much better, though, than that performance in the PBR Showdown in June against 3-2 Sticks. Now, I know you're going to see some great lineups when you get to the ACC, but you could argue that you may not see a more deadly lineup of just heavy hitters up and down than that 3-2 Stick squad. Every one of them Division I player, all but one headed to a Power 5 program. What do you remember that was working so well for you that day?
What I remember was really just my fastball. I think my ability to throw it up in the zone that day was probably one of my best strengths that day. So
the lone hit that they had was a single. You ended up striking out 7 with 2 walks in 4 innings. Against that kind of opponent, that kind of atmosphere, what did you maybe learn about yourself as a pitcher going toe-to-toe with a lineup like that?
I think I really learned that just like when I face lineups like that, a different type of intensity comes out of me.
So you've got the fastball that's into the 90s along with the curveball, the changeup. Take me inside kind of what you feel like are the strengths with each pitch and what specifically you're working on going into your senior season.
Yeah, so going into my senior season, I'm definitely going to be working on my splitter and then my curveball too, but I feel like my fastball is my strength right now, so I want to get the other 2 pitches up with that.
You obviously you've got the sweeping curve there. Kind of take me inside that little pitch. Like, how's that come together for you, and where do you kind of feel like it's at in terms of strengths with you on the mound?
So I think with the strengths on the mound with my curveball, it's got to be just a sweeping curve as an out pitch. I definitely think that's where it works best for me.
So the PBR scouts, they talk about the deception and the delivery. How much you kind of not only worked on fine tuning that off the 3/4 slot, but making tunneling and within that realm of being able to be even more deceptive with your delivery.
Yeah. So one of the big things with like trying to be deceptive is I stand on the very left side, stand on the very left side of the mound. So with my arm angle, it's going to come at like a diagonal angle at the hitters. So that's one way that I think that really helps me with my delivery.
So you're the top-ranked left-hander in Illinois in the class and number 8 player overall in the state. I know you were originally committed to Notre Dame before switching to Florida State in August and signing in November. Take me inside that decision of why you ultimately felt like the Seminoles were the place for you to be.
Yeah, so originally committing to the coaching staff, I really do think they have a good chance at winning the College World Series, and that's really what I want to do. And then obviously, Florida State's a historic program, and obviously the weather and them being in the ACC is some other big reasons.
Yeah. So a kid in Illinois, you get to this time of the year, you're probably already dreaming on that hot weather you're going to end up having out in Tallahassee, right?
Yep.
I love it. All right. So I had you get a ball. Run me through those pitch grips real quick, man. Love to see how you do what you do.
All right. So I have a four-seam fastball. It's got a little natural run to it. And then this is my curveball here. And then my splitter.
How did you develop that spike then on the curve? Was it a feel thing for you, or how did you kind of land on that?
I think my pitching coach really just got me with it. It just feels most comfortable for me instead of a more like traditional grip. I feel like that most people use. It's more just it's just what comfortable for me now. So
awesome. Well, Brady, listen, man, that was fantastic stuff. Congrats on a great 2022. Wishing you nothing but the best in 23.
thank you so much. Thank you for having me.